Park police are...
Let's start by storming Brockton!
What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is obviously my review for the 1997 drama film, Good Will Hunting. So Good Will Hunting turns 25 this year, so I figured it'd give me a pretty darn good excuse to finally sit down and review this film for you guys. Good Will Hunting is a film that, for those of you that don't know, it is about the character Will Hunting, played by Matt Damon. He is someone that is a janitor at MIT. He is brilliant at mathematicians, but he doesn't have the drive. And the school does find out about him being really, really good at mathematician. But the thing is this. Because he doesn't have the drive and everything, the school still wants him to honestly pursue it because they see that he is really good, talented and everything. So Stellan Skarsgård's character goes to his old friend, played by Robin Williams, and says, hey, look, you guys live in the same neighborhood and everything. Can you help us out here with trying to get him the drive to obviously want to be a mathematician? And he says, okay. So the film is obviously about these two characters, Robin Williams and Matt Damon's character, and their dynamics, and really kind of breaking down how there's a lot of similarities to them, but they do also clash in a lot of instances. And, you know, that could honestly due to personality differences, could have to do with obviously age differences. There's a lot of things that are mechanically speaking going into these two characters. But I will say this, the two performances, Matt Damon and Robin Williams, are both incredible. I would say obviously Robin Williams gives the best performance of the film because he's Robin Williams. R.I.P. to him, but he just does such a great job of really giving the humor that, you know, obviously we all know him for, but also he has such an amazing brilliance of going from like comedic to dramatic or dramatic to comedic. I mean, the bench scene alone is some of the best dramatic writing, and obviously the writing was done by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck, by the way, is also in this film. But anyways, back to the screenplay. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck do such a great job with the dialogue, but Robin Williams delivering that monologue really hits home the power of that dialogue. And another thing I wanted to mention is that it's incredible to see that even outside of the therapy scenes, you really do get to care about the characters outside of those scenes. I mean, I really liked Minnie Driver and obviously Matt Damon, their romance. I thought that was something that was really kind of interesting. But on top of that, I also loved the friendship that Matt Damon has with, you know, all his other friends, Casey Affleck, Ben Affleck's characters. Like, I thought that those scenes were really funny, and I thought that it really added a lot of, again, humor. Because the balance of comedy and drama is necessary for a film like this, and I definitely think the film has that. But it's also a film that's pretty well shot. They use a lot of naturalistic lighting. The score by Danny Elfman is really, really good, especially towards the ending. Really, really good. Other thing I wanted to mention is not only just the dialogue, the acting, but again, the overall ending itself is just so powerful. Like, I find myself each time almost like tearing up, but at the same time having goosebumps. Like, it's really, really good stuff. But I will say, going to the ending, I'm actually going to talk about one or two minor nitpicks in terms of negatives I have. It's not like something that like breaks the film for me, but it is something I do want to talk about. So the ending scene itself, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the ending scene itself, when they use Danny Elfman's score, I love it. I think it's great. But the last minute, and you'll know it when you see it, the last minute when there was narration, I like the narration, but what I don't like is the fact that they went from doing Danny Elfman's score to they went to a soundtrack, you know, lyrical-based music. I'm personally someone that really honestly prefers, you know, score over soundtrack. Score is obviously, you know, not lyrical, it's instrumental, versus lyrical, which is soundtrack. I much prefer instrumental. So I kind of wish that that last scene was instrumental based, and I think that it kind of took me out just a little bit. But still, that's just a preference thing. For a lot of people, I know that they'll probably like the song choice and everything, but I wasn't about it. The other thing I wanted to mention is that at the beginning of the film, there's a fight scene that happens, and it's utilizing slow motion. Wasn't a fan of that, to be honest, and I feel like that's something that's always kind of bothered me. But those minor nitpicks aside, this is a great film. It's a film that if you haven't watched yet and you've been sitting on it, I would highly recommend it. It does such a great job of really getting us as audience members into the Boston setting. Really, really good at developing the characters. And on top of that, it just gives such amazing dialogue to these actors. And they do such a great job of hitting home some of the best performances of their careers. I still stand by it. This is one of Matt Damon's best performances. And again, the writing is just so strong. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, they should work more often on screenplays. Because when it happens, it's just incredible. Recently, we saw The Last Duel. The Last Duel was incredibly written. I mean, please, let's get more screenplays from them. But as it stands, guys, Good Will Hunting is obviously one of my favorite films of the 1990s, in particular 1997. And yeah, I am going to be giving Good Will Hunting a So yeah, guys, Good Will Hunting. Have you seen it? Have you not? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm blowing as always. Don't forget subscription, notification bell, follow me on Letterboxd, and I will catch you guys later.